Squeeze that real quick.
That was a good
choke
one.
the chicken real quick. Well, here, choke the chicken.
Oh yeah. Participation sticker.
Choke the chicken.
Give that to Ellie for me.
Choke the chicken real quick.
Hey.
There you go. All right. Well, I don't even have a trivia for 2 of tonight's movies. Oh, Vern finally shows up too. What's up, Vern? What's going on?
All right, donuts.
Wait, whoa. No, you've been doing so well with your diet. You even told us to make sure, to stay on you. You really want to do that? I mean, you've been doing so good. No sweets, no donuts, no junk food. You're doing so much better. I wouldn't.
Isn't it because I've been on the diet? I deserve a donut. Come on, Mike. Come on, Rich. Please.
Probably one.
Please,
For reward.
It starts the downward
Yeah, but you gotta have hope. But you know what? If you think
Just one.
just one,
Just one?
Yeah.
we better.
Yeah, let's go get it set up. You get your donut and meet us out there.
All right.
Yeah. Excuse me.
After you.
Yeah, no problem. Trying to talk him out of it because he's doing so well. But
What's one gonna hurt,
okay, yeah.
Wow.
What? It's just one donut.
That's a heck of a donut, Vern.
That is why I said no.
Is there any more of those out there?
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love. A love that was so strong.
Here comes the drum. The sugar rush. The sugar rush is gonna hit me pretty soon.
I had peanuts.
Hello,
I don't know how long this is gonna last.
American bastard.
And I wonder. Well, wonder. Why?
That's why I say it that way.
These they run away.
Who sang that?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
take two. That was take two.
That was pretty. That's almost like the real deal.
That was good. Yeah, very good.
Shout out to Take Two,
Ellie.
wherever they are.
Hallway, they're
They're out.
doing lots of stuff, but out around Warren. Oh, is that
Gerard.
Ellie and Ed?
Who? What?
Don't wake him up like abruptly.
I meant to bring this up a couple shows ago when they did the Big Chuck tribute and they were showing some of the old skits and they showed the streak.
Yeah.
God, man, too bad you couldn't. He went through a lot of places, man.
Well, yeah. That was my initial plan.
I know
when
you
we
wanted
did
to.
Yeah, but you can't do that in a high school gym now.
No, man. But
Oh, that
holy
was
crap!
the
I'm
thing.
watching this. And I'm going. I remember Rich saying he wanted to try to go through a basketball gymnasium. He wanted to do a grocery store or something.
Yeah. I had a whole list that was going to be a lot longer, but we got what we got.
You know, he was going to say, so his wheels were already spinning again.
We got what we got, so.
There was another thing about that on the special that Terry should tell us about.
Oh, yeah. You sent us a picture
Tell
today.
us about your experiences.
My brother, he was on the Big Chuck and
So he really
Little
was,
John show, and that's when he was manager for Caesar the Wrestling Bear that traveled all Ohio and Michigan and Pennsylvania.
That was cool.
that was a little interesting tidbit that none of us knew about.
Yeah, thanks for
Jeez.
sharing that.
Yeah.
A little bit nice to know. Didn't you travel with them at all, or no? Yeah, you did. You travel with the bear?
He was bear with.
Did you ever wrestle the bear?
No, the bear wrestled me.
I wonder how scared Little John was when. I mean, I wouldn't trust that thing. Sitting
Well, he's all muzzled and everything, but still.
it was a
No.
muzzle.
He had a muzzle on that episode.
No.
I don't think he would hit.
All he's got is a collar.
No muscle on that.
No muzzle on him.
No muscles, still had claws, still got
Yeah,
his
I
teeth.
saw some muzzle.
Just
I swear.
the body weight laying on top of you. No body.
yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Now, a
Oh,
little
hell
trivia
no.
about the bear.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Bear trivia. Kadoosh. You know what time it is?
What time it is?
Bear
Terry's trivia. Let's go.
Terry's trivia.
Gentle Ben was a female, that was his child.
That was Gentle Ben's child.
That was General Ben's
From Florida, out of Florida.
For real?
Sam got it, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Gentle
He
Ben
just
was a
saves
female.
this info
That
for
was
10
son of
years and
Ben.
doesn't bring
Yeah.
crap like that up.
That was
Gentle
son of Ben.
Yeah, Benson.
And Gentle
A
Ben.
black
Benson.
bear.
Benson.
Some of those episodes of Gentle Ben were directed by Rico Browning, who was the
They
creature
were?
from the Black Lagoon. Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You just don't know your Gentle Bens, do you?
You
I
gotta
used
know.
to watch this show when I was a kid. I loved it.
Yeah. He used to do all that stuff with
Dennis
Flipper,
Weaver.
Gentle
See, I know
Ben.
what I'm
He
talking
watched
about.
it while he was sucking on his nipple bottle.
What?
Well, that makes Skeleton look at you weird.
Whatever.
Hey, speaking of sucking on things,
Yeah,
what's tonight's movie?
the Brain Eaters.
Brain Eaters.
Which I did not know this.
Oh, there
You
she
did not
comes.
know this.
She's
What
a
did you not
brain
know?
eater.
Leonard Nimoy's in this movie.
Yeah, in a tiny role.
Tiny role. One of his
Now,
first
was
roles.
this before the
Yes.
Kid
Baroni?
Baroni?
It was just one of his first roles before a feature role, like one of his first
Okay.
little small
All
feature
right.
role. Yeah. Allegedly, possibly.
And he plays a doctor, right? I think.
Some sort of professor,
Dr.
like
Spock.
Professor Spock.
Dr.
That's what I was
Spock.
going to say. Dr.
And his
Spock.
actual first role?
What?
Wonder.
What?
His first role was Wonder.
Wonder.
The Wonder Bread.
That was his first role. I know he
First
was
role.
one of the aliens back in that movie with the
Very
eyeballs.
crusty.
Those aliens had the eyeball, the what
Yeah, I
ping-pong
know, I
eyeballs.
know, yeah.
He was one of those aliens too.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
But this movie was what? This was Ed Nelson, the actor Ed Nelson's baby, right? Ed Nelson's famous character actor and stuff. And he brought the idea to our guy that passed away. What's his name? Corman.
Well, that narrows it down.
Roger Corman. And he's like, hey, I want to make this
What
movie.
guy passed away?
Corman.
Any guy that Rick
Corman,
has
Corman.
announced.
So anyways, Corman helped him raise the money for it, and he did it. He even went to far. Ed Nelson himself, he did star in the film too. But he even handcrafted the little brain eaters in this film. He made it out of an old fur coat he had and some pipe cleaners. So he handcrafted the brain eaters. You're not going to get that trivia anywhere else except for us. On Wikipedia. There it is. My God, one that got in here. Thankfully, we're safe because there's no brain to eat.
Things we've done together while our hearts were young.
A few weeks ago, Riverdale, Illinois was just another quiet small town. Then on that Saturday shortly after midnight, a living nightmare began. Sunday, about an hour before nightfall, my fiancée and I were returning from a trip to her family's home in the country. Our wedding date was set. Everything was right with the world. We were on the way back to town to tell the good news to my father. All of them. Dead.
What is it?
I don't know. 48 hours later, in Washington, a hastily summoned UFO committee anxiously awaited to see a special screening of top-secret Army films. Delaying the proceedings was the late arrival of Senator Walter K. Powers.
All right, Garrett, let's go. Lights.
A ravine 6 miles south of the town of Riverdale, Illinois. 48 hours ago, discovery was made of a great cone-shaped object. The cone stands 50 feet high, has a base diameter of 50 feet. The nature of the cone, undetermined. Origin, unknown. Efforts made to determine the composition of the cone by Dr. Paul Kettering, principal scientist for Project Damper, have proven futile. The surface of the cone has a total resistance to pressure, heat, acid. Coincidental with the discovery of the cone is the brutal slaying of several of the town's leading citizens. Townspeople questioned provided stories of strange sightings on or about the time of the discovery of the cone. One report cited the appearance of a fiery horse-drawn chariot in the sky. All reports inconclusive. As of this report, the origin and the nature of the cone remain unknown.
Lights. I don't know whether you gentlemen are aware of it, but on directive from the executive branch, I've been given a free hand in the matter of this ship. I want some action. I have the people's interests at heart, but I will not have my hands bound by lack of all the facts. Dan, call the hotel and tell them to pack our things. Then call the airport and charter a plane. We're heading for that little town of Riverdale. I want to see this thing firsthand. Call the signal corps. Get General Prescott on the line. Say that Walter K. Powers will not tolerate departmental interference. That if that spaceship film has been doctored in any way, he stands in a very shaky position. Lay it on thick. I want him to keep so busy cleaning out his own closet that he won't find time to get in my way out there at that ship.
I'll use the old investigation threat. That always works.
Good. Garrett! Garrett, I'm going to poke so many holes in that spaceship fairy tale, the lid'll be off in 24 hours.
Washington had wired ahead that Walter K. Powers was to arrive in Riverdale to take charge of the spaceship investigation. Powers had requested that there be no publicity whatsoever.
Mr. Powers? Yes. Dan Walker. How are you? Where's the mayor?
Oh, he's not here, Mr. Powers. I'm his son, Glenn Cameron.
We wired ahead. Why isn't he here?
Well, we've had some disturbing developments here in town, Mr. Powers. As of last night, we've got 3 murders in our hands.
The mayor?
No, at least we're hoping against it. He's disappeared, though. There's no word of any kind.
Sounds to me like the Department of Law Enforcement has an abundant supply of bunglers. Do I have transportation? All right, let's get out to that ship or cone or whatever it is.
Entering the restricted ravine area, I had the feeling that we were being watched, although there wasn't a soul around. The sheriff had instructed his men to keep the woods clear of curiosity seekers. Every precaution was being taken to safeguard scientific equipment and the scientists whose work had to continue unhampered. Gentlemen, this is Alice Summers, Dad's secretary. She's helping Dr. Kettering with his paperwork. Alice? Mr. Walter K. Powers?
Hi.
Dan Walker.
How's it coming along?
Well, Dr. Kettering's all set to go inside the cone.
You mean no one's been inside yet? What's the holdup?
System, Mr. Powers. That thing may have dangers we don't know of.
Did Kettering come down from up there?
Well, he and Dr. Weiler were making a test just now.
What kind of test?
A sonic test. They're sending sound impulses into the tunneling to determine its length.
I'm going up there.
Mr. Powers, Dr. Kettering may not like that.
Dr. Kettering?
You must be Walter K. Powers. I'm Dr. Weiler.
I can see that. What's the matter with him? Is he hard of hearing?
39.7 ratio, test negative.
Check.
Yeah, hello, Powers. I'm Paul Kettering.
You know I'm here. I want action.
Good. We can use some. So far, our batting average is 0.
Not quite 0. I understand this ship had some kind of markings. They were destroyed.
That's impossible. First, let me say, we haven't determined whether it is a ship. And as for any markings, before a single hand touched that cone, it was photographed from every conceivable angle. Black and white, color, still, motion picture, spectrographs. Everything's open to your inspection.
Who took these photographs?
My staff and I. Look, this thing is indestructible. To remove any markings, you'd have to alter the surface. And that, Mr. Powers, is impossible.
Nothing's indestructible. Give the wind enough time, and it can wear away a mountain.
Well, as you can see, not a mar. I've tried everything science knows of. Diamond bit drills, metal-eating acids, all with no success.
Where does that opening lead?
As yet, we don't know.
Ship has to have a control room, place for an engine of some kind, place for fuel, living quarters.
Yeah, well, since we can't determine what it's made of, you can scarcely expect anybody to know what its function is. Since we haven't found out what's on the other side of the metal by penetrating it, we can't find out what's down inside the tunneling. What's this?
What's it mean?
It means the tunnel is cyclic.
Is what?
The point of origin becomes the point of return.
I can do without the double talk. I don't like to push you, Kettering, but you science boys tend to get all wrapped up in your test tubes, and the obvious things escape your attention. I've got to have something to report. I want action, not theories. I want to know what's on the inside of that ship.
Well, I suppose now's as good a time as any.
Don't you think it wise to be armed? come on now. What's really on the inside of that thing?
I don't know.
Dr. Weiler, it has been a long time. Could anything have gone wrong?
I don't know.
How long has he been in there?
Too long. Kettering, are you all right?
A little the worse for wear.
What did you find?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's tunneling all the way through, spiral, like a toy railroad train, up and down over and over again.
Well, the thing has some purpose. What's it for?
I don't know.
Hello? Hold the line. Glenn, it's the sheriff.
Yeah? The mayor's back.
Hey, Glenn, he's still up there. Let's go up. Hey, Ryan, stay put and keep your eyes open.
If you don't mind, I would like to interview you. You don't do interviews?
I'm just kidding, yeah.
All right. This is my first one, so.
What?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
So, hi, this is Vern with the Midnight Movie, and I'm here with Michael Wilson.
Yes.
All right.
Or Night Mage.
Or Night
Doesn't
Mage,
matter.
right? Yeah. So, I'm a admirer of your work. I've seen you do countless characters from, let's see, Frankenfurter. I've seen you do Fate. I've seen you do the Demon. I've seen you do all kinds of stuff. I mean, what got you into this?
Halloween. Yeah, I think that's like the thing for like all cosplayers. I've always loved Halloween, always loved dressing up, but I didn't know anything about conventions or cosplay. So one year, it was 2011, I wanted to be Jon Stewart Green Lantern. So didn't know anything about costuming or how to put it together. Very crudely just did it. Went out to Halloween bars and had fun, and then I discovered conventions, and like I'm hooked now.
Like one of our guys said, his favorite of seeing you is Hellboy.
Oh yeah, Hellboy. That's one of my favorites.
But what's your favorite?
So, to date, I've done over 430 costumes. I can't pick just one. That's like asking who your favorite kid is, right? You can't do it. I love doing makeup, so I will say like Hellboy is one of my favorites. Gargoyles, Goliath, Kratos. But I do love villains, so Darkseid is a lot of fun. I love doing the Grinch because I can just be a total jerk to everyone and they still love it.
See, everyone loves to be the bad guy.
So the bad guys have more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? So,
I agree.
But yeah, they're all my babies.
So, I know you said you've done over 400, but what's one that you haven't done? The one that escapes you?
Voltron.
Really?
Yes, the Lions.
All right.
The Lions. Yeah, I want to do Voltron. Once I do that, I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm never making anything ever again. Yeah, that's my end-all, be-all, Voltron.
So, all right. So, I noticed that you also do. Sometimes you do like female characters as well, and I think you've done Elvira.
I've done Elvira.
Oh, you've done Lara Croft.
I've done Lara Croft, Chun-Li. To me, honestly, cosplay is just your fan art, right? And I want to show that there's no limit. There's no wrong way to do fan art. It's just you're having fun with it. It's just your creativity. So I really try not to limit myself. Like nothing is off limits, really.
Right.
As long as I think I'm going to have fun, that's all that matters to me.
Why are you here?
I have no clue. No. I'm actually here with the Ginger Snaps cosplay group. Okay. So I help them with the costume contest, judging, and so forth. So really awesome group based out of Akron, Ohio. So they go and like organize a costume contest and just try and show the positive side of cosplay. And so yeah, helping out with these guys.
I'm not even going to ask you how much money it costs to do your costumes, but for people out there who want to do cosplay, what kind of advice do you want to give them?
So I am a huge advocate of cosplay on a budget. It doesn't have to be expensive to be awesome. My budget on every costume is about $250. Mm-hmm. If I can't make it, modify it, or something for $250 or less, I won't do it. You know, so I'm huge on that. I mean, costumes can range anywhere between $500 to $1,000 to $2,000. I'm not doing all that. So I really love to show that you can do this on a budget.
So who are you now? I know who you are, but who are you? And could you?
Ash Williams from Evil Dead. Classic.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
A lot of times I like to try and do characters that's like appropriate to the show. If it's an anime show, try and do an anime character. Comic book show, try and do some comic characters. Horror show, try and do something horror. Have fun with it.
See, I know that you've done one of my personal favorites, which is Tilk from Stargate. I know a lot of people ask you to do a lot of different characters, and you're like, I've done that and I've done that. I mean, your Facebook page is remarkable, and the stuff that you do is incredible. And when you did like the Lara Croft thing, I was like, all right, this dude's making it work.
Well, actually with Lara Croft, the only reason I did that was because, I love it. The only reason it actually came to fruition is because I jokingly said on a podcast that, I'll pretty much do anybody. And someone was like, oh, I bet you won't do Lara Croft.
So it was a bet.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, okay, sure. So I ended up just like doing a closet cosplay of it, then revamped it later. But yeah, it's one of my favorites now. With Teal'c, don't hate me, but I've never watched Stargate.
What?
I like the movie. I watched the movie. I've never watched SG-1, but everyone says I look like Christopher Judge. I get that all the time, so I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. It looked like it was fun to make the armor, and actually it was fun. So
I have to admit, I went to the San Diego Comic-Con, and yeah, you do look like Christopher Judd. So I met him. I have his autograph. In fact, I just bought his pop last week.
I heard he's awesome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the interview, and it was a pleasure meeting you. You seem like a genuine guy, and actually, I'm hoping to cosplay. We're going to be back here, I think, in November, so I'm hoping to cosplay something while I'm here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I've had some ideas as like being a big guy, being a big fluffy guy. Sometimes I think I'm limited, but then I see other people do it, and it's not limited at all.
It's your fan art. How come you can't be She-Hulk on Earth number 948? How come you can't be, Batman or Spider-Man on an alternate Earth? Like, these characters have been drawn and seen 1,000 different ways, depending on the artist, director, writer. You're literally the artist. You're the director. You're making these characters in your own vision. So that's why there's no limit.
The multiverse is vast.
That's exactly what it is. We are a part of the multiverse. I'm Ash Williams from an alternate universe. So that's what it is.
Very, very, very cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm just so pumped up. I got this new game called Fountain of Youth. I love this thing, man. Makes me feel like a kid all over again.
Good. Oh, hey, the notes for next week's show.
Great,
Okay.
great.
Everything's
Thanks.
there that you need.
Thanks. Hey, Rich, we finally got the notes for next week's movie. I want to. Oh,
Wow, this really works.
You broke my heart, 'cause I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake them down.
I was on the air, baby. Yep, that could be. Wow. Wow.
Are we? We're up? You heard all that?
no.
Are we up? Now we are.
Watch me now.
Okay. Did you like the one from a couple weeks ago that didn't pop?
Well, I'm going to find out.
This one's gonna find
Anybody
out.
got any bread? We'll have some of this jam that Terry brought in.
No, I don't think anybody wants any of that. The GSB.
Yeah.
These might actually be better. Who wants to try some of this?
Well, they're blue.
Anybody else? Terry?
Powder.
A blue fizzy, huh? Hey! Anyways, while they're passing around food and worrying about their food, we're going to discuss in depth
You already do it?
more facts about the brain eaters. So,
That's what it sounds like.
It's working.
go get them some Pepsi to drink to death.
Dump the whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Want
Yeah,
some?
go ahead. Dump the whole thing in your mouth.
No, I'm not.
Come on.
It lingers too. It just doesn't stop.
Don't leave.
It doesn't stop.
Come on, dump the whole thing.
It doesn't
Now
stop.
you got ghoul tongue. You got blue tongue.
Oh, man.
Ah, that's funny.
Go ahead, do the whole thing. Come on.
Ah,
Come on.
get some more Terry.
It's like little popping grasshoppers.
They're
Do the
taking
whole thing. Shoot it. There you go.
some sort of popping
That's our
candy
Terry.
that we got from Ellie and Gary, I think. And just do oh. I was spider hit.
Can you hear it?
Okay.
You see your tongue. No, his is blue. How come yours? Oh, God. That's,
Oh, man, guys.
Ah! You want to see that again?
Yeah.
That look like something bad. That look like the Castalia blue
you got
hole.
the insulin?
That's why it's kept on.
My lips are
They're
swollen.
called aftershocks, so it just sits there, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's just
It's like I like feel it like back here. It's like really weird.
Oh, your ears are popping.
You feel it in
Holy
your
smokes!
teeth when the holes start popping and cavities start popping up.
damn.
The drill comes out.
Yeah. I'll tease the face off.
Let's see.
Because no one came
The
up.
movie just starts?
No.
I think the
This
movie's
is
been
this is the second segment.
Been moving.
Second
Oh
segment.
gosh, the brains have already been
Technically,
eaten.
it's a face-off.
He was
Or not,
pounding his thumb.
Oh.
is it the tease for the face-off?
This is just the
time?
tease, yeah.
The tease for the face-off.
Yeah, did you come up with
Let's
one?
have it. Let's
No.
have it.
Won't
Let's
stop.
have it.
No,
Let's have
I
it.
know. No
I
one.
swallowed it.
Now you
Down
feel
in
it here.
there? Ah!
No one thought of a face off. All right, here's the tease. This is a rehashed one, I think.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I asked you guys to come up with
I'd
one.
rather have a corned beef hash one.
While we were sitting here in 20 minutes
Corned
late.
beef or grilled cheese? What? What did you say? Hash?
Would you rather have a rehashed face off or a corned beef hash face off?
Spock,
Skadoosh.
Spock or Kirk?
What?
What? How about
All right,
back it up?
come on.
Back it up.
All right, back
We
it
gotta
up.
go. If we gotta do this.
All right.
And what's with
You don't
Star
like
Trek?
Spock
He
or-
had a Star Trek
You
one
don't like
too.
Spock or Kirk?
No, because it's too different. How
Spock or
about
Riker?
Well, no.
How
Who,
about-
who you liked better? I don't know.
Spock or Riker?
We did that one already.
Why is it Star Trek?
how about Star?
Because of Nimoy.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
nice
wait a
movie.
second. How about Shatner Spock or that other guy Spock, the new Spock?
Oh, 2009?
The movie Spock.
Or the TV show.
The movie Spock. Not Kirk. Don't make me like movie Kirk.
Wait, what?
2009.
What? The old or the new?
The original Star Trek. William Kirk. William Shatner. Kirk.
William Kirk.
Or the brand new movie Kirk.
Oh, it's gonna be Shatner all the way. The original.
Could somebody bring in the insulin, please?
Kadoosh, kadoosh.
I don't like that one. Everyone's gonna go with the original.
What? What the
What's the
original?
guy who played the Kirk in the newer one?
Chris Pine.
That's what I just
Pine.
said. Chris Pine. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, they were great, but you're gonna go to the original. Come on.
I said, what do you mean you gotta know the original?
Who's okay? All right, you want that one? Let's go, cause I'm curious now. All right.
All right.
And the double extra kadoosh is who you like better? You like Spock or you like Kirk? Whatever.
Stupid.
That's the extra kadoosh.
I'm not gonna argue about it.
All right.
Who am I to argue, right, Denny?
That's right.
Who am I to argue with?
What do you
my
think,
co-host?
Denny?
Wait, no.
Blah, blah.
All right. I'll call Grace at next segment. We'll make it quick.
Blah, blah.
Do you love me? I'm in the mood. Do you love me?
Let me alone. Let me alone.
Dad, are you all right? Dad, you had us worried. You left no word.
I left word with Alice. Alice, didn't you give him my message?
Mayor Cameron, you didn't say anything to me.
Oh, didn't I? I was sure I had.
Where you been all this time, Mayor?
Cameron, I'm Walter K. Powers, down from Washington. I'm here to keep this spaceship business in check. Don't you think you picked a very poor time to absence yourself from office? Washington is not running this town. I am.
Dad, Mr. Powers is only trying to help.
Are you siding against your father?
Sorry, Dad, but you don't look well.
I feel fine.
You do look kind of pale, Mayor Cameron.
I'm not sure you're welcome in this town anymore, Dr. Kettering. Now, hold on, Cameron. If I have to push my weight around, I will. Riverdale's not a republic. It's part of the USA. One telephone call from me and this town goes under martial law. Now, let's not make... Get out! All of you, get out!
Mr. Powers, please wait. Dad, there is something the matter. What is it?
I said get out! And keep away from that door! Wait a minute, what's going on here?
What is that on the back of your neck, Mayor?
There's nothing on my neck.
I say there is. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Don't go near him.
Why don't you give the gun to Glenn? He's your son. Surely you trust him. All we want to do is help you.
Dad? May I have the gun?
What's that on his neck?
What did you find out?
Well, I want to wait and hear what the doctor has to say before I draw any conclusions.
You're so tired. You've got to get some rest.
I'm all right.
Well, what was it?
Well, we can't say yet. We'll know in a moment. Oh, it's all right, Doctor. Go ahead.
None of you should feel any sense of guilt about the mayor's death because of the shooting.
What do you mean?
He would have died anyway.
It works like this, Powers. That thing on the back of the mayor's neck had two piercing instruments. They attached themselves to the central nervous system at the base of the neck. Now, we don't quite know how it worked, but when the thing was crushed and the instruments withdrawn, they secreted something in the form of an acid. And this acid destroyed the mayor's nervous system. So without the shooting, death would have ensued in, well, what would you say, Doctor?
24 to 48 hours. Just enough time for the acid to do its work.
You mean if there are any more of these things around, and they get on somebody's back, the person will live only so long as the thing is left untouched?
That's it.
Because once this thing attaches itself to the victim's back, well, the victim isn't human anymore.
Are you going to tell the others about this?
Well, I have to tell them something. This is to be kept strictly confidential, Doctor. Will you make your report out that way?
I understand. If you need me, feel free to call upon me, will you?
I will, thank you, Doctor. All right, we're sitting on a powder keg. Now, I want you to listen closely to everything I have to say and not repeat a word to anyone.
Notify all the men we're on a 24-hour duty. If anybody wants me, I'll be out at the cone.
This is a piece we got off the mayor. Yeah. Reflex action like a snake. Cut a snake in half and the two pieces go off in different directions.
How long can it do that?
Oh, I see. Till the cellular structure begins to break down, I suppose.
Sickening.
Your hands are like ice. Why don't you get some rest? I can manage here alone. I'd feel less guilty if you did.
About the parasites. Do you think there are many more of them?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Can't you get some rest?
I can't. I want to help.
All right, then, let's get back to work. In feeding, the mouth parts rupture the cells, convey the food to the stomach by a pumping action.
It's breaking open the skin! Don't hit him with something, hit it!
Hello?
Kettering, Weiler, I've got an idea about this cone out here. I don't know why it didn't occur to me before. Yes, can you get out here right away?
Yeah, okay, I'll be right over. Well, let's come up with something. We have to pick up the others and go right over.
It didn't take Kettering long to round up the others. Once again, we were on the way to the restricted area. Weiler had come up with a new angle. Of course, we all hoped that it was a solution to the mystery of the spaceship. As we entered the woods, we discovered that the roadblock signs had been removed from the highway, and there wasn't a guard on duty. At least we didn't see one.
What is it? Look.
Are you thinking the same thing I am?
Hello! Hello!
Most modern rockets, those that are in the planning stage today, come in sections. That is to say, you have one section for control room and living quarters. Then you have two more fuel sections. As the fuel sections become needless, empty of fuel, they're cast off. Jettisoned. Simply dead weight.
This cone's a fuel section, is that it? We've been wasting our time. The control section's someplace else. Maybe miles away.
Not miles away. Simply out of space. Floating perpetually.
Well, we know this is not an American project. This cone is a useless piece of junk. We're wasting our time here. So, it's come down to the parasites. What about it, Kettering?
Well, we can't handle it single-handed.
I didn't ask you. My job here is to help keep a damper on this thing. We don't want a nationwide panic in our hands. We got to keep this thing down to Russell. Now, just how much of a threat are they?
Well, some of this is fact and some of it is scientific hunch.
Give us a rundown and never mind pulling the punches.
All right. They're parasites. That means they need something or someone to live on. On their own, most parasites would die.
Well, they tried animals. Why didn't they settle on animals?
That's the rub. They wanted more than just life. They tried animals through ignorance. They didn't understand earthly forms. They didn't know which animal, including man, was best suited for this environment. So they experimented. Trial and error.
You mean they can think? It shows the mayor. That shows they can think.
These things take over a man's mind? He becomes a robot? A machine taking orders?
Except for one thing. It may not show on the outside. A victim may act normally.
Well, they haven't moved in on us in force yet. If we can find out where they're nesting, we may get the jump on them. There's another part to this ship, and we've got to find it. Glenn, this is your town. Draw up a map. Outline search zones. I'll call the sheriff and have him get his men organized. police, the sheriff, no matter. This calls for the state militia. I'll wire the governor.
What about the folks in town? They'll know something's up if you call in the militia.
You have a local radio station, don't you? I'll arrange for the radio station to make an announcement. We're having a civil defense drill. Nothing to get excited about, just routine.
Well, here's the map. It's not a good job, but it's a map.
You're not going to start a search now, are you?
Why not?
Oh, I just thought. Well, perhaps you're right.
Now, I thought we'd break up into 3 groups. First thing, though, we ought to get the girls back into town.
We're in on this, too. We'll search on our own if you won't take us.
I'm not going to stay in town all by myself.
Okay, I'll change it around. Now, Kettering, you and Alice can take this area. Powers, Dan Walker, and Weiler can cover this area. Elaine and I will work here. And I think we ought to agree. If anyone finds a trace of the other part of the ship, go to the city hall. We'll meet back there. Nobody should act on his own.
We'll need weapons.
We have them in our supplies.
All right, we've wasted enough time. Let's go.
Paul, what if we should come upon something, this other part of the ship?
No funny business. We'll report back to the others. You scared?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
I think we should have held off on this search.
Would you mind telling me why?
Because if there's another part of the ship, we do find it, we couldn't do very much about it now, could we? You don't talk very much, do you?
That's why he's my assistant. Now you take parrots. They're great talkers. Lousy flyers.
Hey, Denny, buddy, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Oh, man, I had this place give me a DNA test a couple weeks ago, and the doc called something. He wants to see me about something. But, you know, hey, I checked it out. The results are cool. It said I might be traced all the way back, my lineage, to the House of Baroque.
No way.
Yeah.
I took a DNA test too,
You
and
did?
it was the same thing.
What?
Yeah, that I might be from the House of Baroque.
You too?
Yes.
You think we might be related? That's probably what the doctor wants to tell us. I remember the House of Baroque is awesome. Hey, Doc, what's up?
What's up, Doc?
Hello, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're from the House of Baroque. We just found out both of them.
Well, I got some bad news for you. Well, there was a mistake in the system, maybe a glitch or something, but it looks like you guys aren't from the House of Baroque.
Whoa, wait, no, because I've been telling everybody. The whole neighborhood knows. We're from House of Baroque. You got to do something. Yeah, you got to change it. You got to do something about it. You got to change it back.
Listen, we could do retesting, but if it's not Baroque, we can't fix it.
We just tell everybody we are House of Baroque. Yeah, I don't care what you say, Doc.
Look, we almost look alike.
You won't even do the testing. You know, no matter how many times we tell you, you refuse it.
Come on.
You okay? Jesus, between the two of you.
Got everything I need.
That's not gonna have to have our phones on 9-1.
We have to get one of those defibrillators in here and some oxygen tanks.
Claire! What? You got the oxygen underneath?
You want it?
Don't even.
I don't know what you're doing.
That did not travel here.
Oh man, I can't reach you back.
Don't even ever. I will never, ever.
How can I save somebody's life?
Do that again.
Oh, come on.
That was so fun. I'll never forget that.
What we got going on here? Make your call.
I'll show that again. Pull that up. Show it again.
Yeah. Holy smokes,
Put that
man.
out on us.
Holy crap! All right,
You don't
I'll
have
call
that kind of capability.
because I got a little challenge here. So we'll call Graziano real quick, and then after that we got this.
We get all this stuff around here, but we don't really have anything like we used to grab and play with.
Right here.
You can't grab. You grab one thing around here. You just had.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, one, you can have one thing and they all fall.
Yippee! The slinky. So much.
Well, what do you want?
I want anything. I want stuff. Everything's perched in here precariously, and I don't have any toys to play with.
Here, you want my drumsticks?
Give me your drumsticks. I'll
right.
start. I'll lay down a beat.
All right, hold on. Let me turn them on.
Turn them on. I'll show you. I know how to drum.
On.
Funny sounding drum.
They need tuning.
Go ahead, have some fun.
That's how I play. I'm like Keith Moon. Whoa.
More like baboon.
Yeah, more like baboon.
Now they're going to do a drum roll. Like I just saw Ringo Starr doing his famous.
I never.
We'll do that. I said
When they drum like that, I can never think about drumming like
That
that.
is the traditional drumming style.
He gets it going so fast though, and barely.
I tried to do it.
Yeah.
No, I can do that, but then trying to do a roll, I can't do it.
How come every drum sounds the same?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to do his end of the drum solo.
You always got to do that. Anybody want? Hey, Anesco, you need a new drummer?
He's going to.
I can go to Poland. I can travel.
Graziana. Hi.
It's Graziana.
It's Graziana.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Nothing.
Hi.
Oh boy, Rich to swing.
Hi.
Rich to swing.
Hi.
We got Terry in the house tonight, no Vern, so say hi to Terry.
Oh my God. Hi, Terry.
Oh my God, hi Terry.
Oh, hi, Terry.
She's always
Hi,
looking.
Terry.
She's always looking for
You're
you.
ignoring me.
He just said you're ignoring him. How's that?
How am I ignoring him? I can't hear him.
I come to the set, she's not here.
Oh, he comes at a set
Let's
and
have
he's
the
here, and now
joke.
you're not here.
The only thing I see
Oh
is
my God.
her
I have
waving
a big
goodbye
test
with four
tomorrow that I
hands.
can't miss.
I know.
That's all.
I already told him that. So anyway, you have a joke for us?
Yes, I do. It's not very good, but
It's not very good.
I thought it was funny. So.
Well, hit us with it. Let's see what you got.
I got poop.
What's blue and doesn't weigh much?
Terry's poop. Terry just said he has to poop.
got
Really?
What was the joke?
Terry.
What was
Right in the
green?
middle. Right in the middle of your joke, Terry says he has to poop. So say your joke again.
What's blue and doesn't weigh much?
What's blue and doesn't weigh much?
What's blue?
Rich's balls.
Who was that?
Who do you think?
Oh, Rich.
Get the
No, it
board.
was Terry.
Oh.
What's blue and doesn't weigh much?
I heard somebody say it.
You did?
Yeah, I think I
sky.
heard somebody say it.
What, Danny?
The sky.
Danny says the sky. That better not be the
Lucy
joke.
in the sky.
That better not be the joke. All right, what's the answer?
Light blue.
Hey,
I thought it was pretty funny.
be honest. Is that
You
the
did.
one that your mother gave you?
No, my mom didn't give me one.
You
Oh,
gotta
yeah, she
step
did
up
give
your
me one,
game,
but I'm not going to
Graciano.
say
You
We're
it.
have a
gonna do
joke
this.
at home that
She
you'd
said
like
she
to
had
tell.
one that was really good.
Call 440-944-7105. Leave us a joke.
Does she buy you right now?
Say it very
No.
slowly and clearly, and we'll
right.
play it on the show.
Not bad, not bad. Light blue,
No,
it's okay.
that was
It's
horrible.
good. No,
She gotta step up her game.
Big
You
Den.
want another one?
If you got one off the
Yeah.
cuff right now, hurry up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Terry goes,
what
yeah. All right.
What did the Scarecrow win an award for?
Winging the wall for it.
What did the Scarecrow win the award for?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. They're all looking puzzled.
Good.
Well, and the answer is
Rich looks like he's like in
You
shock.
want the answer already?
Oh, you're waiting? You're not even gonna guess?
No, we don't guess the
Sure,
joke.
why not? I don't know.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna do the rim.
Oh, okay. All right.
Rim shot.
So, okay. So,
Yeah.
what did the Scarecrow win the award for?
Yeah.
Standing still? I don't know. Go
He
ahead.
was outstanding in his field.
There you go.
Rich
That's
just
a good
gave.
one.
Yeah, Rich just gave.
He was off camera when he did it, but it was
Of course he was. Of course he was off
Of
camera.
course he was.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, he won't be doing that no more.
All right, Graziano. Thanks for the double jokes there.
Grazie.
And
Grazie, Graziano.
you study hard and good luck with your test tomorrow.
I will.
Get an A.
You have a good night.
I will.
All
You
right.
too.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
I love you guys.
I know. We love you too.
Love you too.
I love you, Trish.
Love you too.
If you have a joke at
Come
home,
up with a better joke.
440-944-7105.
He's yelling at you.
It'll be
now.
the
All right.
folks
Have a good night.
jokes.
Have a good night.
All right, you
All right.
too.
Give us a good
night.
joke.
Bye bye.
Night. Bye-bye.
Can you top Graciana's joke?
Oh, she's just having fun.
Yeah, that's all right. Entertains a young lady. Makes her happy. We're going back to movie?
Yeah, we wasted enough people's
Back
time.
to the brain eater.
About the cup thingy.
Back to the brain eater.
Power company man.
Is he?
Yes. What you're hearing now is the cause of his death. The smartest thing for us to do is to get out of here.
It's all right. The wind slammed it shut. It's locked. From the outside.
Glenn! Is somebody out there? I am breathing!
Still breathing.
Something's burning. There's a fire! Something's burning! Glenn!
Well, we've all had an object lesson on how not to conduct a search. I guess we'll call a halt until in the morning. Powers, did you contact the governor on getting the state militia out here yet?
I had trouble getting the telegrapher out of bed, but he's on his way to the office now.
What are these doing in here?
What?
These big glass jars.
Don't touch it! Unless I miss my bet, these jars are connected with the parasites.
How?
The mayor is the only person with one of these on him yet. On their own, the parasites can't move around from one place to the other rapidly. They just aren't made that way. They were going to have the mayor plant these jars where they would do the most harm. And in each jar, a parasite.
You've hit it on the head, Captain. Now we know what to look for.
I'm going to send that water.
Telegraph office.
This is Powers. Sorry to pull you out of bed. This is urgent. Urgent and confidential. Is that clear?
All right. What's the message?
Governor Clinton, State Capitol.
Governor Clinton, State Capitol.
Situation urgent. Phone me at once. Care Riverdale. Signed Walter K. Powers. Hello? Hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
Have you got that message?
Yes, I've got it. Situation urgent. Phone me at once. Care Riverdale. Signed, Walter K. Powers.
That's right. I want that sent direct.
It's already there.
Good. Thanks for getting out of bed. Good night.
Everything peaceful here. Spaceship, pure bunk.
they've got her, at least she's still alive. We'll find a way.
No, it can't be. If I kill that thing, that means that we have to kill her. And if we let it live, that means that she'll be a menace to everyone else.
Where to now?
Out to the cone warehouse.
Thought we gave that up.
I haven't. How about you?
I think you may be right. When we got to the ravine, still another mystery greeted us. Dr. Weiler and the others had discovered a dying man who presumably came from inside the spaceship. Kettering recognized the man as Professor Helsingman, who vanished with an entire scientific expedition 5 years ago.
Elaine, there's a medical kit over in the tent. Will you get it for me, please?
Will he live?
No, but he's going to, as long as science can make him.
Why did the thing go away? Why did it leave him?
A car with a bad engine. Would you buy it? He's got a bad heart. It's the same thing.
That parasite off his back. He'll die in a matter of hours. During that time, he'll make trouble, won't he? He'll be out of his mind.
Yes, we'll have to tie him up. Weiler, will you go get us a rope?
Came out of that cone. No doubt about that.
Yes, but was he in the cone to begin with? Or did he go into the cone?
Let's get him to a hospital. We might get something out of him yet. Every minute counts. Weiler, I want you to set up some detection equipment on top of the scaffolding next to the hatch. I want to know if so much as a mosquito goes in or out of it.
I'll get right on it.
Where were you last night? We could have used you.
I don't know. I must have been out of the office.
Why'd you take those two men off the roadblock?
Let's face it, Kettering. If somebody wanted to pass the roadblock, all they have to do is skirt it. There's plenty of woods on both sides of the highway. That's why I took them off.
Well, I want those two men that were stationed up there put down here at the foot of the scaffolding, okay?
I'm cooperating.
Look. Your name is Helsingman. You are a professor of biochemistry at Wallingford University. I studied under you.
What are the parasites? Where do they come from? What do they want of us?
You disappeared nearly 5 years ago. Where have you been all this time? You were given up for dead. Where is Dr. Cole, who vanished with you?
Kettering.
He knows it's you, Kevin. Get him to talk. You've got to. Helsingman, are the parasites from the cone? What is the secret of the cone?
Carboniferous.
Carboniferous. Carboniferous age.
What's the Carboniferous age?
200 million years ago, the coal and oil forming period began. Geologists refer to it as the Carboniferous age. It was the age of insects. Giant dragonflies, 2 feet in wingspread. All kinds of insects, mammoth in size.
You mean the parasites come from the Earth? They've survived in the Earth all this time? Death. Oh, death. Is he?
And it's not a spaceship.
It's from below.
Put me through to the governor's office in the state capitol.
Who shall I say is calling, sir?
Powers, Walter K. Powers. Put me through.
I'm sorry, sir. The lines are busy.
Well, keep trying.
I'll keep trying, sir. Operator? I'm sorry, sir. That line's busy.
The governor should have called hours ago.
There's no doubt in his mind as to the urgency of my wire.
Are you sure it was sent?
Positive, that is. Hello, operator?
Connect me with the telegraph office.
I'm sorry, sir, that line is busy.
Well, how about my call to the state capitol?
I'm sorry, sir, that line is busy.
There's something funny going on here. Hello, operator? Connect me with the water commissioner's office.
I'm sorry, sir, that line is busy.
All right, operator, thank you. Well, that does it. They've got communications tied up.
While Powers and Walker went to the radio station in an attempt to broadcast an alarm to the state capitol, Kettering and I stopped at the telegraph office to find out if the governor had sent a reply to Powers' urgent message. The place was dark. Seemed as though it was closed for the night. But Kettering noticed figures moving about inside. The telegrapher appeared at the door. Kettering asked him about the telegram Powers was expecting from the governor. The telegrapher was angry, his answer abrupt and negative. Kettering demanded an explanation, but was attacked instead.
I'm afraid to say anything now.
Okay, hey.
Now you told me I can't say that.
Okay, you can be the hey. He's a star.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyways, hey, I say it again. We're at the Acronomicon, and hey, we're getting to hang out with Eddie Thiessen. Holy cow, I'm excited. I'm going to tell you
Doesn't
what.
get any better than this.
It does, but still, I'm still excited. No, I'm just joking. He took a few minutes to talk to us here. We shoot some people away, but so you're not going to be long, but hey, welcome to Cleveland.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great
to be here. It's great to be on the show. My pleasure.
Well, we appreciate that. Okay. Now, oh my God, your career goes all the way back. Like you started like in the late 70s, right? What was your very first movie?
Grease was my very first movie. I lucked out.
That was it?
That was my question. I was going to say, was Grease your very first movie?
Grease was my very first movie. I lucked out. Yes, it was my first movie. It was great. So much fun. John Travolta was the nicest guy in the world. Olivia was an angel. Everybody. I loved all the cast, all the crew. Randall Kleiser. I loved everybody. It was a great movie. Yes.
Wow. You don't really hear that much, but they just say how great everybody is.
Yeah.
There's usually a horror story here.
No. The Grease was not that way. Grease was a party for 2 months. Like going to the greatest party of your life for 2 months. That's what Grease was. Yes.
Let me ask you, sure. Did you audition for that, or is that someone that's, because a lot of times I know sometimes you audition for parts, but sometimes a role comes up and someone says, you know what, I got someone perfect for that role. Did you audition for it, or did someone
I auditioned for it. It's actually a very, are you guys religious or are you secular?
Well, whatever.
No,
Okay,
whatever you want
it's a
to
very religious story. If you're really, now if you're secular, you say I just got a lucky break. But I went in and auditioned for Grease. Okay, I'm there. There was Randall Kleiser, the director. Alan Carr was our producer, and Joel Thurman was the casting director. And they're there. I had like 2 or 3 lines, and I did it. And they were. It was the 3 of them sitting there, and I was there, and they were like nudging each other. And I go, that's a good sign. They're nudging each other. Yeah. So I went home. Paramount called. They said we want Eddie for Grease. So I called everybody. I'm in this movie with John Travolta. It's called Grease. That I call my parents, all my friends. A couple of days later, Paramount called. They called back. They go, Eddie has a very small role in Grease. We're going to cut him out. The character's not used, so he's fired. So I want to jump off a cliff, and kill myself. I told everybody, and I'm not going to be in it. So my agent calls. She says, we're going to go to church and pray. I go, I'm Jewish. She goes, that's okay. We're going to this church to pray. It's this church called Our Mother of Good Counsel. It's still on Vermont Avenue in Hollywood. So we went to the church. She goes, we're going to light candles at an altar. So she gives me the candle. We lit candles at an altar. And I prayed for her. Dear God, please let something good happen. Please let something good happen. I swear to God. A couple of days later, Paramount called back. They said, we want Eddie back in the movie. So I was put back in Grease. That's a 100% true story. Now, if you're religious, it's divine intervention. If you're an atheist, you got a lucky break. It was a lucky story. But that's a true story. That's how I got Grease. Wow. True story.
That was a lucky break by divine intervention.
Yeah, exactly right. Yes, exactly right.
Wow, okay, great story.
Yes.
All right.
And that kicked off everything, right?
Exactly, kicked off everything, yes.
Now, what started you, just to have the gumption to go out to Hollywood in the first place?
My dad actually helped me. I was a high school kid. I had my bar mitzvah loan, about $800, and my dad would send me $400 a month to support me, which in those days was good money. I paid my rent. It was like $100, and I supported myself for a year. For 2 years, and I got Grease when I was 20, so I was out for 2 years. So that's pretty quick in Hollywood. I lucked out, Yeah.
So you headed out there to do leading man roles, I'm sure.
Exactly. Yes, I did. I beat Robert Redford out for 1. I beat Paul Newman out for 3. No. Yes.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yes.
That's stories you didn't know. But
yes.
So you've done a lot of like I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Right.
Knowing, hey, this I want to touch on later though. Is I know you're a huge, maybe the best top Beatles fan.
Yes.
There
I am.
is.
Ask me a Beatles trivia question. I love the Beatles trivia. Yes.
Yeah. Well, is this true? I'm going to ask you a question about it. Is it true? Now I read on Wikipedia because you know everything's true there.
Right.
That you asked a series of questions, and that if Beatles fans could answer these questions, they would win money.
Yes,
and nobody ever solved it.
This is before Facebook, but I used to have a web page. And people would write them on my web page, and I had a Beatles question. If anybody could answer them all correctly, I would give them $100 or whatever. But nobody ever answered them.
Nobody ever answered. How many questions?
These questions. It was like 10 questions. 10 I don't think so. Even if you look them up, I don't think they're even listed on Google.
Really?
Yeah.
He knows, his manager, Steve, was telling me he knows some very strange, like George Harrison's shoe size.
I know George Harrison's shoe size,
Which was what?
It was 8. George Harrison wore a size 8 shoe. I wear a 9.5, so I'm bigger feet than George Harrison. And one other part of my body is bigger too, but let's not get into that. Right. Yes.
Did you ever get to do anything with any of the Beatles?
I touched Paul McCartney. Okay, I was doing Punky Brewster. Paul McCartney was on The Tonight Show. So Paul McCartney, we watched him on The Tonight Show. I got tickets and I saw him. Then he's coming out of the show. He's driving his car out, his little sports car. We all ran out like a hard day's night, a mob of us there. Paul is useless. He rolled his window down and I touched his shoulder. I touched the Beatle. I touched Paul's shoulder. And then the crowd, he's moving the car away slowly. And I felt this weight on my foot like an elephant. So it smashed. I think he drove his car over my foot. I think a Beatle drove over my foot. I think Paul McCartney drove over my foot. It smashed my foot. It didn't, it went over just the tip of my shoe, but he went off there. So I touched Paul. Yeah.
Wow. And then he ran you over after
He ran me over,
wow.
yes. Yeah.
Revenge, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, you did what? You were a voice of Kid in Polar Express.
Yes, know it all, yes.
War Games. I mean, you've been doing all these roles.
$40, folks. You can take this home. $40, you can take it home. For $50, you can take me home.
That's it? $50 and we can have?
$50. Do what you want with me. As long as you're a woman. For a man, it's $60.
60?
Yes. Let's not go into that.
Okay, wait, I'll figure that out later.
We get lonely, and whatever. Any kind of company's good.
I'm going to hire him as my manager.
Yes, okay.
I'm going to hire him as my manager.
Stevie, that's Stevie, my manager.
Stevie.
He's my brother, he's my manager.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look over there, Steve. Say hi, Steve. He's the top manager.
Steve is the greatest manager in the world, but he got me this gig, so he's getting fired tonight.
You're fired.
Yes.
Now, you did movies, but you also do a lot of animation shows.
Yeah, I did a lot of animation. I did Dexter's Laboratory. I did Mandark and Dexter's Laboratory.
Okay.
Dexter's Mandark. I did that.
Vern from our show asked me to see if you could do the laugh of Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
No, not for no money. It
not
hurts
for
my
no
voice.
money?
I'm 67, not for no money. So give me money.
Is that like a weird
give me money,
laugh
I'll
then?
do anything.
Really?
$100, you wouldn't believe what you can get.
I can get the. Okay. Also, I'm come over with the $100 if he wants to hear.
$100. Yes, we get the 2-man special for $100.
We get Vern who wants to hear it. Tell him to fork up.
Yeah, why didn't he walk? Yeah, that's right. He didn't buy nothing today. Bring him over here. All right, Midnight Madness. Hey, it's
Midnight Madness. Michael J. Fox's first movie and Pee Wee Herman's first movie. Yes, yes.
You were also on a lot of TV shows back in the day.
I'll be right with you.
That's just drag.
Yes,
That's just drag. Don't worry about it.
Him.
So you were in TV, a lot of TV shows too back in the day.
Here, there, I did Magnum PI. I did The Fall Guy. I did a series called Punky Brewster. And Dexter's Lab was a good cartoon series. Yeah, so that was fun. But I did more movies. I did some Scooby Doo's. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I was looking you up.
An extensive resume.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah.
Do you have a favorite role that you did or a favorite?
In anything? Well, my two favorites would be Grease because it was my first, and because I love John Travolta so much, and Polar Express because I love Tom Hanks so much, and I love Bob Zemeckis so much. So those would be my two favorites. Yeah.
Okay. How about your memories from 1941 on the carousel?
I threw up in Steven Spielberg's toilet. I was on the Ferris wheel, and Steven was whipping us around. We were really up there, and he's whipping us around. So I felt nauseous. And I go down and I go, Steven, I feel sick. He goes, go lay in my dressing room. So he had his pretty secretary take me and I laid on his cot. And then I felt sick. And I crawled on my hands and knees and I threw up in a toilet. And I go, I just threw up in Steven Spielberg's toilet. And it was an honor. One of the highlights of my career. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
He probably remembers that too.
Yes.
He probably stand out. So.
Right.
Didn't you have a special?
I do. Speaking of feeling sick, this is a great segue. I heard that I need you over here too, Steve. Okay.
This is my brother Steve, my manager. We're brothers. I'm the good-looking one. Yes.
And I was taken aback by this. Rumor has it.
It's no rumor. He told me.
You guys ate somewhere and you weren't a fan of Skyline chili? No?
Yeah, they put cinnamon in their chili. It was good chili, but they put cinnamon in it.
You didn't like that?
No, I didn't like the cinnamon. I don't.
That's your favorite place?
I love Skyline.
Well, it was good.
It's a Cincinnati, Ohio thing. I'm a Bengals fan.
That, but
So
can you explain cinnamon?
We
and
just
chili?
didn't like cinnamon.
it adds a sweet.
I didn't like it.
Different.
No, I didn't like. No, I liked it except for the cinnamon. I thought it was good chili.
What about the cheese when you can't even see the
Yeah,
cheese?
it's like they put this thing of
the cheese.
Yeah.
Did you get the 5-way or the 3-way?
Well, we tried for a 3-way, but she said no. So
That's right. she slapped her. She slapped her face, and a lawsuit is pending. Yeah.
There you go.
Damn it. All right, this was tearing. I was like, oh my
You
god.
gotta remember, he and I are snobs when it comes to food.
We would go in LA. There's a place called Chili John's. It's my favorite chili joint. It's in LA, and that Burbank. It's in, and that's where I'm dying to go back to. That and Pink's hot dogs is what I miss the most.
Nothing against Skyline. It's just, it's not. How do you like
That was your first time you ever
I
had it?
thought it was good until I found out it had cinnamon in it.
Taste, you're like,
Okay,
what is
so
this?
you know what it is? It's like when you eat something and it's like, oh my god, there's something in here I don't like. It's just a mental thing.
Exactly.
We found out. We could have gone the whole meal without knowing that.
Yeah, if they hadn't known,
I
it would have
liked
been
it until
better.
I found out about that, and I'm like, I'm with those guys. I
didn't
don't like it
when you said,
either.
I go, oh, I love Skyline chili. I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay. People either love it or they.
No, I was middle. I didn't love it or hate it. I thought it was middle ground. I thought it was fine.
Out again, but if it's
No,
regulated,
if we would go back and I go, can you give us a bowl of chili and not put cinnamon in it? I would eat it, but I don't want it with cinnamon again. It just has it's like 3 breasts. You got a great thing. Why have a 3rd breast? It's not necessary.
Not necessary, but it does add something.
No, 2 is plenty for me. 2 is sufficient.
Put some cinnamon on that. I like that too. So. Well, we don't want to keep
try that.
Yeah, try that. We don't want to tie you up anymore.
My brother's going to get me a woman, and we're going to try the cinnamon.
Is that true?
If Skyline does sponsor the show, he'll go in there and eat 10 hot dogs.
10 hot dogs.
Absolutely.
Can you handle 10 hot dogs?
We're whores with anything for money.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure.
For the time.
Thank you. And excuse my cold hands. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. It's cold in here.
So thank you so much. And this is a great show. The Midnight Movie is a great show. I love it, and it's wonderful. And please keep watching it. Midnight Movie.
Yeah.
Great podcast.
And my Facebook friend. That's my Facebook buddy.
Yes. All right. You got Comedy Gold there. Comedy Gold.
Comedy Gold.
Yes.
It was a good show. See Dave's face as he came up.
Oh, yeah, you did great. They were good. Pretty good.
Come on, guys, we're going to be late.
Whoa! Duh. What? God bless it. Whoa! Anybody? Anybody?
Alrighty, we got to take. Are we doing the sour one too?
Yes.
Hey, do this one first.
Fire, come back, Fire. Fire, come back.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
There you go. You have a little toy to play with for a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, I feel better now.
All right.
And turn these off.
Want to do sour now, and the next segment we do this. What?
You said do them both.
Well, might need some time in between.
I'm not doing sour because of my.
Said you're only doing sour?
I'm not. I'm doing yours is not sweet, is it? What is it?
It's cinnamon.
Take 5.
I'm monitoring my blood.
Cinnamon, but it's not quite as sugary as these things.
I'm trying to keep my blood glucose.
I think this is from the Ellie pack.
Yeah, we don't want to damage you. So what are we doing? Just one?
I'll judge.
I think these are from the Ellie
5?
pack.
5? Now he doesn't even wait. He just shoves them in his mouth. No build up, no nothing. Yeah, hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not doing these?
No, I'm not.
All right, yeah, we don't want to get you sick.
No.
All right.
I'm doing scientific testing.
Okay, so, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, wait. Real positive.
I kind of like this. They can't talk. And I didn't have any.
Go ahead. Introduce your Kadoosh.
Okay, what do you like? Who is your favorite? Kirk from Star Trek? From the original Star Trek? Or Chris Pine's Kirk from the movies? What's the best Kirk?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm calling shenanigans here.
No shenanigans involved.
Who do you like playing that character, or did you like the
Who's
character?
your best portrayal of Kirk? Shatner's Kirk or Chris Pine's Kirk?
The way his character was compared to Pine's character?
Yeah.
Which Kirk did you like
Sure,
better?
sure. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Whatever you think I mean or want me to mean, that is exactly what I mean.
Because he's
He
just
says what he means and means what he says.
That's right. I'm a one mean man.
He's an oaked.
Go ahead. We'll
arrogant
start.
bastard.
We'll start with you over there, since the mouth's already running.
I don't know. I think I like Pine.
He likes Pine. How about you?
You always go for the wood. I don't give a crap.
You don't give a crap?
I don't give a crap. Kirk.
Yeah,
They're all
named
Kirk. They're both Kirk.
They're Kirk.
This might influence you a little bit. Listen to what I say to you.
Oh, shut up.
Pine's father is from Chips. You might like that better.
It is. He is. That's right.
Yes. He played a sergeant on Chips. Did that
No.
affect your decision?
No.
Okay.
I don't care.
You don't care.
I really don't care.
Clint Eastwood was originally going to be Kirk.
Yeah, I know. And that was horrible. They didn't pick him.
Yeah, but they didn't make his day.
Go ahead, Con. Make my
But there
day.
you go. Would have been good. You gotta ask yourself a question. Is this phaser on stun or kill?
Shatner.
Do you feel lucky, Vulcan?
You Vulcan bastard. Oh, you have to drink.
I've only
Hey, look at him
taken 5
contemplating.
phases or
Well,
6.
it's because
I like Pine
there's
better.
a big difference between who do you like better compared to who do you think played the character better? Like what character did you like better the way it was played?
Rocco.
Now I'm a Shatner fan and I'm an original Star Trek fan and all that, but I love the flipping movies.
And the only thing I can say about all this, folks, is if a frog had a glass butt, he'd only jump once.
Please, Mike, tell us what you think. What are you saying, Mike?
I'm old school. I'm gonna stick with Shatner, even though I love the movies and I love the way Pine played Shatner. I mean,
See, you laughing? Yeah.
Oh man.
Shoes on the other boot now, right?
It was 5 movies in a row.
5 movies.
5 movies in a
Okay.
row.
I love number games, so go
5
ahead.
movies in a row.
5 in a row.
Of what?
Of what?
Oh yeah, the 5.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
Top 5.
It wasn't.
In a row.
It wasn't 5 movies in a row, but maybe
5
probably.
in a row.
No, it was 5 consecutive years. He was the top box office draw.
5.
Who? Kirk?
5.
No, Burt Reynolds.
We ain't talking about Burt Reynolds.
Well, you just brought it up by saying the 5.
No, I was talking about he played 5 movies in a row.
Who did?
Right.
Well, a lot
What?
of them do.
Both of them.
You can
What?
say that about many of them, 5 in a row.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes more.
No, time out. Okay, wait, fine. You said Pine?
There was
I said
one like
fine.
5
Why?
and a half because he got fired halfway through.
I didn't want to say your thing, so I just said something else.
That's no fun. Now, come on. You gotta have an.
No, I like Chris Pine as Kirk. I like the spirit he brings to it. I like the little twist to it. I like it. But they don't make enough movies of it. That's my
Hey,
problem.
did he make out with the
They
green
made
girl?
3, right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
made 3. They were supposed to make 4, and it's kind
Pine
of in
did?
pre-production, but I don't think it's going to get off
Pine
the
make
ground.
out. Pine made out with the green girl too.
Pine's not in enough movies
Have you seen
either.
any of the Star Trek movies? They're good. They're really good.
No.
I mean, the updated ones, the new
the
one.
updated ones, no.
Holy smokes, are they really good?
Except for the remake of Khan.
I am. What? You didn't like what?
Not really.
That was the best one of the series.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. I didn't like that one as much.
What, a remake
Into the
of
Darkness.
Khan?
I didn't like that one as much.
Did they do a remake
Really?
of the Rats?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say I was a
Mark,
little
isn't it?
disappointed in that.
You know why? Because you were looking at it like a remake.
Because it was a freaking remake.
You know what they didn't remake?
So wait, okay.
The Brain Eaters.
You said Pine.
No,
You said Pine. You said you don't give a crap. I said Shatner Rocco.
I like Pine in the original 2009, but it has to be Shatner.
Yeah, I gotta go
It doesn't
Shatner.
have to be Shatner.
When I really started looking back at it, Shatner was great anyway, so.
Pine or Shatner?
Shatner.
She don't count.
It does Shatner out of here.
She don't count.
Oh,
Hey,
you know what
she
you
got
guys
my
just
vote.
did?
She
I
took
forgot
my
you
vote.
guys.
I forgot this to record. We actually got a voicemail. Actually, we got 2 voicemails, and
Voicemail.
God bless it, Ralph Lambert. Keep it short.
You go, Ralph.
You
You
got a call
go.
from Ralph?
We haven't gotten a flipping voicemail in what, 2 weeks, and I see 2 messages blinking. Each message probably 3 minutes long,
And one saved him $15 on his car insurance.
basically.
Ralph even got his phone stolen. No, you know, I made
That's
that
what he was
call.
trying to talk about. He was trying to
that's
talk
what
about
we
his
wanna
phone
hear
being
about.
stolen, and be careful of doing this, and don't do that, and pay attention to this, and whatever.
What, was that on the middays mayhem?
And then it cuts off, and then it goes.
No, it just might
next message. Wait, first message 1:16 p.m. Boom, it gets cut up. Yeah, next message 1:19 because he's calling right back because the voicemail cut him off.
Well, why'd you let it cut him off? You need to expand your voicemail.
Yeah.
No. Gosh dang it.
The future looks brighter here. Don't be cruel.
Are you all set? This is Walter K. Powers in Riverdale. This message is directed to anyone outside the Riverdale area who can hear my voice. I repeat, this message is directed to anyone outside the Riverdale area.
I'll go up and check the recording device I set up by the hatch to see if anything's been up there. You two stay down here and map out a plan for searching the tunnel.
I don't know if I'd be of much help.
I never met a man who thought so little of his own abilities. Hi. Has anyone been up near the hatch since you two boys have been on duty?
Not a soul, sir. Why? Do you want one of us stationed up there?
No, I was just checking. We have equipment up there to detect any movement around the hatch.
No one's been up there, sir. You can be sure of that.
What's wrong? What are they shooting at us for? What is it? What happened? What did you kill them for?
Look. The parasite! They're still alive!
We'd better reload. We're going inside the cone right now.
Where's Kettering and young Campbell?
Went inside the cone.
What?
Come in, gentlemen. You have no choice. You may stop there.
Oh, there's no doubt. You're Professor Cole.
I was Professor Cole.
What do you mean, you were?
Now I hold a position of a much higher order.
I presume you're like the others. No will of your own. You take your orders from that thing on your back.
There is nothing on my back.
That's what it tells you.
And these glass pillars. There's nothing in them, I suppose.
You speak directly to me. We are in complete harmony. We are inseparable. There is no conflict of purpose here as there is among mankind. We will not engage in combat. No violence of any kind. Why should we? When we can scatter quietly like seeds in the wind.
You mean spread like a disease, like some vile plague from the corruptions of the earth?
Our social order is pure, innocent. It has the exactitude of mathematics. We shall force upon man a life free from strife and turmoil. Ironic that man should obtain his long-sought utopia as a gift rather than as something earned.
You speak in riddles.
How many more are there in your world?
We that you see here are the founders. Though few in number, we shall organize man to aid us in bringing the others to the surface. It will take time. But we have learned patience in 200 million years.
We are not so well adjusted. We've reached the end of our patience. Your flesh and blood. Drop it. I said drop it. Kill it. The leeches. Let's get out of here. Up in the ravine, fast!
What are they waiting for?
Let them wait. We need the time. Glenn, I've got an idea. You think you can salvage that power truck we saw stopped on the highway?
I might. Why?
You think you can manage it alone? We've got to stay here and keep an eye on the cone.
I'll do my best.
What's that thing? It's a harpoon gun, more or less. Air pressure type. Power company uses it to get their lines over difficult terrains.
Have they tried anything yet?
Not a sign of movement. It's too quiet. They're setting up something. I can feel it in the air.
Glenn, I'm going down the other end of the ravine. When I give you the signal, you fire the gun. And keep everybody clear of this cable. And when I get over the other side, you secure the end of this cable onto the end of that heavy electrical cable you saw in the back of the truck, okay?
Kettering reached a point directly on the opposite side of the ravine and signaled for me to fire the harpoon gun. The next step was to tie his end of the wire to a tree. I wasn't sure of Kettering's plan, but followed his instructions nevertheless. I made doubly sure that my end of the wire was firmly tied to the heavy electrical cable from the power truck. Then I signaled back to Kettering and he started to pull the wire on his side. The electrical cable moved out over the ravine until it was strung but an inch or two away from the cone.
What is all this, Kettering? What's your plan?
You see those lines on top of that high-tension tower?
What about them?
Those lines carry anywhere from 60 to 80,000 volts. They'd like nothing better than an easy path to ground. If it did, you'd see some pretty fancy fireworks. The kind that kills.
You're gonna feed the current in that cone.
Sounds good. There's just one thing.
What's that?
Who's going up there and splice that cable onto it? Suicide, plain and simple. No. I'm against it.
He's right, Kettering. I'm not going up there, I can tell you that. And we're not going to let you do it either.
Nobody has to go up there.
What do you mean?
This'll do it for us. We'll shoot the other end of the cable up there. All right, everybody, back behind the power truck.
Kettering, do you want me to stay on? Just say the word.
Do you want to?
No, but I intend to just the same.
Kettering!
Look! Paul, you must listen to me. What I have to say means everything to me.
Alice, whatever you have to say, it's not of your own making.
No, Paul, you're wrong. I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong.
Alice, you must come down. There's no time left.
There is time, Paul. You can give it to us.
Say it. Go ahead.
Listen and believe. If peaceful means fail, they'll be compelled to use force. Do you understand?
Alice, will you come with me? I make you this solemn promise. If it takes me the rest of my life, I'll find a way of freeing you. I believe in that so strongly, I know I won't fail.
Never. How could I ever think that I loved you?
He's as good as dead. He gave the order. Fire the gun.
I can't.
Now you listen to me. Either fire that gun or give it to me.
Fire the gun!
Nothing could have lived through that.
We have to make sure.
Let's get at it.
You're all dead, every last one of them.
No, there's still some people in town.
I'll attend to that. Watch my dust. We'll get them. Or you don't know Walter K. Powers.
Yeah, Wilder. We've still got a job to do. Come on.
Oh crap! Wait, I didn't even do my trivia. I had a good trivia.
He survived. Yeah.
I'll do the trivia. We'll do this little.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
Nope. The drone's going up.
Spock. There's a specific reason why they came up with the Vulcan pinch. What was it? All right. There's your. What time is it? Trivia.
You didn't feel like doing a karate chop.
Yeah, close. All right. You're gonna reach in here and you're gonna pull one out.
Yeah.
You're gonna pull one out.
Drum roll, please.
Whatever color you get, you gotta eat 3 of them. And they range from hot.
Are them dots?
Hot.
Hot dots.
Dots.
To really hot. To extremely hot.
Hot.
I call on them.
Why?
Ones are really ever hot when I said it's hot.
You're right. So we'll find out. That's why I said you gotta eat 3 of them.
3 of the same.
So whatever
ones?
color. Yes.
So how am I gonna get 3 of the same color?
You gotta pick a color. There's plenty of them here to go around.
Oh, so you're gonna pull out 2 more. Or
Yeah, you just gotta pull out.
Color you get.
There is 4 of each color in here, so it's all fair. Okay. So just gotta pick one color out. Just pick one. Don't pull 2 of them out.
Touch them all. I just picked my nose, so.
What color you get?
I have the yellow.
Oh, the weakest one.
I have yellow.
Yeah, cut that arm off really quick. Better use the other
What do you
arm.
got?
A yellow.
Oh my God! You guys suck. You know Terry's gonna get the extremely hot.
But there were 4 different colors.
He's gonna get the sea salt.
I don't know.
Looks like an orange.
Okay, if it's orange, you're probably in the middle.
That ain't yellow.
That's yellow.
That couldn't be no more yellow.
That's because it was through the sunglasses when the light was on behind you.
And of course, I got the extreme hot.
Oh, good. That worked out good.
What color you get?
That color?
Orangey.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Alright, you gonna hurry up on this?
I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should raise it up to 4. Or 5, because that's what I did with mine.
Nah, we'll just do 3.
And that's
Wimp.
nothing.
Wimp.
Give me my yellows. I need another one.
No, I said 3. You eat 3.
You said 4.
No, I said just keep it at 3.
Just keep it at 3.
Why don't you do 3 of these and 4 of those together?
Terry, you got the orange.
It'd be hot buzzing.
The color. Peach. Something else.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that looks more yellow than these two.
All right.
There's tinges of red on here.
I got the hot center in
What are
here.
you doing to me? You sure?
Eat the paper with it so you don't have
Yeah,
to
you can eat. Yes, you can eat the paper
You
with
watch,
it.
you
if
might
you
have.
Probably shouldn't have that in my mouth.
You can eat the paper.
Better be
with
careful there, Denny, because there's. Look at my yellow's got some tinges of red. It's not as yellow.
I think they're.
I think he set us up.
Are we doing it now?
It. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh crap! Oh crap! I almost threw an extra one in my mouth. All right. Yeah, cinnamon.
Like them red hot.
Yeah. Not even hot as a red hot.
Oh, the orange one's kind of hard.
Yellow's nothing.
Yeah. It's got some heat.
Hot?
Yeah.
Got some heat. No hiccuping though, so it can't be that hot. Give me a hot one.
One's not going to do much to you.
Well, excuse
Don't swallow your spit.
One's not going to do much to you.
Give me a couple hot ones.
My coffee gone.
I'll try a couple
Remember
hours.
when I
We'll
hit
see.
my lip?
It don't last long
Hit your
though.
lip, yes.
You can feel it start to burn and it goes away.
Cut on my lip.
All right, Spock.
Fuck.
Specific
Spock.
reason why they come up with the Vulcan nerve pinch. Why?
So,
That is a little hot.
Because they thought if he punched, it'd be too much like Kid Baroni.
That's a good one. Hold on.
That's a good one.
Kid who?
Baroni.
Monk Baroni.
Yeah, I want to see if you remember.
Okay, Monk. Yeah.
Good one.
That was a good one, Denny.
I could have did that.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh man, that had a little bit of heat.
That's
So
a little
it didn't
bit.
show
little trickle.
aggression, or wasn't aggressive.
What? Yes, they had to come up with the way.
No.
Oh.
He felt the character would not.
The producer and Nimoy came together.
Nimoy was the first one to bring it up.
Came together, and they had to come up with. He had to come up with a reason, a way where he can disable threat without violence, without showing violence or whatever. So yeah, there you go.
And it's the same way with the Vulcan mind meld.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they couldn't show the original probing.
What?
Was it melt or meld?
Yeah, that too.
Whew.
Wow.
Those hot's pretty
Who
hot.
would thought we would have Star Trek facts coming out of
Oh man, there's two sides.
Oh, you got two sides. Look at that.
Oh man. All right. Well, here you want to try some
next
hot.
week's sides.
Side, everywhere,
Oh, I
side.
get that way. Give me
Dum, dum, bum, 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 bum.
You want the hot, Terry?
Ran out. Yeah, it's still kind of burning.
No, you want the hot?
No, it's stuck out of my where I bit my lip.
Bit my lip.
Hey everybody.
See you next week.
Thanks for coming and watching our program. We
Let's have
appreciate
some.
you.
You gotta chew it and let it just spread across your mouth.
I feel it. I just went from side to side.
Yeah.
Shifting. Yeah, it's got a little tingle to it.
Kathy, you want some hot stuff?
She's taking it home with her.
Taking what home?
She says she's taking
Oh, funny.
Oh, that's like really burning the cut.
You want some hot dots?
What if we should come upon something, this other part of the ship?
No funny business.